George Graham. Welcome to the American Master Teacher Program. The videotape you are about to watch is one of a series of videotapes produced for the purpose of enhancing the quality of physical education for children. In this videotape, you will watch several consolidated lessons derived from the 5 content books developed as a part of the American Master Teacher Program. The actual lessons were 30 minutes long, but for the purpose of this videotape, they've been edited to be much shorter. These shorter versions allow us to provide several sample lessons taught by different teachers to children of various ages in a variety of settings. As you watch this videotape, it will be obvious that the lessons have been edited, but in each instance we have tried to include the major parts of the lesson to provide a genuine feel for what actually occurred during those 30 minutes. We hope that you will find the consolidated lessons on the videotape both informative and thought-provoking. As we know, there's no one correct way to teach a lesson. There are a variety of ways, influenced in part by the intent of the teacher, the experience and skill level of the children, and the facilities and equipment available at that school. Our intent in developing these videotapes is to provoke thoughtful discussion and generate new ideas for you as you continue on your journey to becoming a master teacher of children's physical education.
Show me lots of different ways to travel. It's good. When I say go, I would like you to get back to back with a partner. Go. Okay, what you're going to do now is one person is going to be the leader. Decide right now who's going to lead. Okay, one person's going to lead, and what we're going to do is we're going to travel different ways. It doesn't matter the type of travel that you do, but I want different pathways. What are some pathways that we travel? Let me see a hand. Yes, sir.
Zigzag.
Okay, zigzag. Yes, ma'am.
Straight.
Okay, straight. Yes, ma'am. And curves. So leader, when the music starts, you pick your way to travel, and we'll take turns in just a little bit. Go. And slow down. What I'd like you to do now is I'd like you to walk and sit on the red carpet without touching anybody. Walk. Okay. Last time you came to gymnastics, what were we working on? Who can tell me? Yes, sir.
Balances.
Okay. We were working on balances, and how were we working on balances? What were some of the things we were doing? Yes. Okay, we were moving, all right, and then we were balancing, and we were doing it by ourselves, weren't we? We were doing some individual balances. We're gonna continue to work on some balances and making balance shapes today, but we're gonna have partners, all right? So it's gonna be a little different. So the partner that you just were working with, I would like you to stay with that partner if you think you can work well with them. Some of you have been studying architecture, I heard, in your math class. Who can tell us what an architect does? Yes, sir? Okay, so some architect designed this building, made this building. How do you think architecture relates to what we're going to be doing today, building shapes? Who can tell me? Yes, ma'am.
In architecture, the building has to balance well, so we're going to be working on balancing so you can stay balanced.
All right, I've got some pictures of some architect. Does anybody know who designed this building? This is Frank Lloyd Wright. It's a lot like gymnastics because when we do gymnastics, we want really good lines. Okay, do y'all see the lines in this one? All right, and that's what our focus is today. When you're working on your balances, what do I want to see? Yes, sir. Straight lines. Okay, so if I'm balancing like this, do I have any straight lines? Okay, I can make it look better if I have some straight lines. All right. When I say go, what I want you to do is I want you and your partner to develop 3 balances. 3 favorite balances. They can be different. You can have part of your weight supported by your partner, full, all of your weight. Okay, ready, go. Okay, got a nice partial balance right here. Okay, everybody freeze. There's some important things about balances. Number one, you want to be still. For how long should you be still?
A minute?
A minute would be great, but about at least 10 seconds, because if I can't hold it for a couple of seconds, then it's really not a balance, is it? So it needs to be still, and then you want to look for the lines, okay? So I have 3 posters over here showing different balances, and I have the same 3 over there. Now you and your partner, if you're having a hard time thinking of some balances, you can go and look if you'd like. Beautiful lines, girls. Nice lines, great lines. Okay, guys, you needed a stronger foundation, okay? Your hands were real close to your head, okay? And so your base of support wasn't wide. You need to widen it, get your hands out more, and make a triangle with your head if you're going to do that headstand support, okay? But that's a good one. All right, think of a way to go smoothly into it, all right? Okay, work on that one. Try that one again and perfect it. Keep working on it. Some of you are working really well and you're working with a lot of different balances, all right? Now what I want you to do is perfect one partner balance, one. You can do partial balances where your weight is partially supported. Let's both lean forward. Ready? Okay? And he can put his arms out or whatever, just be creative. All right, that's a partial support. All right, then I could put him up on my back and balance, and I would be fully supporting him. How many balances are we going to pick? Just one right now. Your favorite one. Go. Well, come here. Come here. This is just 2 people, and that's the balance right there. This is them first, and then they lunge forward, and that's their balance. Okay? That's a good balance. I mean, y'all might be able to do that. Okay? All right? Hold it. Just hold it while I talk to you. Okay? Nice straight lines here. All right? How could he make straight lines with his feet? Okay, he could straighten his toes, couldn't he? Would that be better? Would that be harder to balance, though? Okay. How could you make yourself straighter? Your arms are bent. How could you straighten out some? Okay. Okay, everybody freeze. Okay, you should have your favorite balance now. All right? I want to see you hold that balance right now for 10 seconds just to make sure everybody has it. Okay, ready? Go into it and hold it. Go. Oh, that looks beautiful. Nice pointed toes, nice lines. Okay. Keep holding. I'm still looking. I want to see all of them. Now we're ready for the next step. We're going to build a sequence. We're going to start with an individual balance. We're going to travel to the balance that you just made and perform that partner balance. Okay? So you've got to think of an individual balance, both of you separate individual balances. You can travel to the mat together, perform your partner balance. So, individual balance, travel, partner balance. All right, go. Nice travel. Oh man, that looks terrific. Now, all right, hold it for about 10 seconds and hold the individual balances for about 10 seconds. Because I'm not sure what your individual balances are. Make your individual balances a little bit more difficult. Let me get this toe pointed just a little harder. Good. Nice straight lines. Beautiful. All right. And everybody freeze there and go have a seat real quickly. And eyes on me. Okay. What I'd like you to do now is I'd like for you to show your balances to another team. Okay. You and your partner are kind of a team. So what I'd like you to do is the 2 of you get with 2 others, or in y'all's case 3. So 3 of you will get with 2 others, all right? And take turns showing your sequence. All right, go. For 30 seconds, what I'd like you to do is, I'd like you to talk with the team that you worked with just now, just for a little while, and listen, wait till I say go. You're gonna ask them, or you're gonna tell them how you thought they did. Number one, were their balances still? Number two, did they have nice straight lines? Number three, was it a smooth transition? And what do I mean by smooth transition? Yes, sir. Okay, you went into the partner balance smoothly. Okay, ready, go.
Mistake. That's what I'm talking about. Okay.
And y'all had a straight design when y'all went like this. It went straight, and then your design was smooth.
Okay, everyone, please have a seat. Terrific work day. Do you feel like we improved our lines? Like we had some really good lines? I do too. And if we had to work on something, what would be one thing that we might need to work on as a group? Yes? Okay. All right, maybe the partner balances. Anything else? Yes, ma'am? Yeah, I would say, I would agree with both of you, but I would say that's the area that we need to work on next.
Boys and girls, we're going to be working today on something called a shoulder stand. A shoulder stand deals a little bit with balance, being able to hold a position for at least 5 seconds. Okay. Also, we're going to warm up a little bit this morning with some weight transfer. Okay. And we're going to add some things to the shoulder stand that will create something called a routine today. We're going to put lots of things together. But the main thing that we're going to be working on is the shoulder stand. When I say the word go, we're going to do a little warm-up to kind of get you ready for gymnastics today. Can somebody show me a rocking action to kind of warm up this morning? Danielle? Okay. Weight transfer on her bottom. Okay, good. When I say the word go on your space, I'd like you to show me some rocking actions. Ready? Go. Good one. Okay. Great. Can you think of another way? Another way, rocking. We're going to be using this later on today, so don't forget. That's kind of a warm-up for us this morning, but let's not forget about it because we're going to be using that rocking motion near the end of our PE class today. Who can show me a shoulder stand? Okay, Felicia. I tell you what, Felicia, you can work right here on your section. That'll be plenty of space. Okay. Great. Okay. Good job. And back down. That is a shoulder stand. But I'm going to get very picky today. Okay. I'm going to be picky icky because there's some things I want to see. I want to see you working like a gymnast today. And gymnastics, when you're working in gymnastics, your bodies aren't floppy, are they? And sloppy. It's almost like you've got those muscles so tight that it might feel a little uncomfortable. You ever watch the Olympics? Did you watch the Olympics when we had the gymnastics and the guys do the rings and the girls and the boys do the floor exercises? Do they look real sloppy and floppy? No, they look like boards almost, don't they? Their muscles are so rigid. That's what the shoulder stand that I want to work for today. Okay, Felicia, could you do another shoulder stand, please? Great. Now, here's what I want. I don't want toes over your head. She may move her hands down to help support her, or she might want to put her hands up under her hips because I want these hips way up in the air so that she comes on her shoulder and tucks her bottom in, almost straight, and brings herself up. Toes pointed like a gymnast, back as straight as possible, and hold it for how long? 5 Yeah, then I know it's a balance. Thank you, Felicia. Great job, Casey. Anna, scoot down a little bit if you think you're going to have trouble. Great job. Can you get that bottom end tucked in a little bit? Come on, a little harder. A little harder. Toes, super. Bring them up here. And up, like pulling up. Right there, that's what I want. Right there, you feel that? Yeah. Super. Have a seat Indian style on your mat. What do you do? What do you do before you go into that shoulder stand? Have you thought about it? What do you do, Taylor? You roll. Okay, the same thing we warmed up with today. A rocking action, you roll into that shoulder stand and you hold your legs up. Is there something you possibly could do with your legs? What are some things, Ryan?
We can pull them apart.
Okay, we could pull them apart, couldn't we? And make a real wide V with our feet. Okay, symmetrical. What could we do asymmetrical? Meg?
You can have like one leg up and one leg like bent.
Say that again.
You
So,
can have like one leg up and one leg bent.
great. Okay, she said you could have one leg up and one leg bent. Who can show me one example of a different shape in the air? Casey, could you show us an example? Beautiful shoulder stand, folks. Look, all the weight is on her shoulders, her bottom's tucked in, her toes are straight. Can you do something different with your legs, Casey? And hold it. Great job. Nice. Good. You see you're beginning to flop a little bit and you're carrying your weight that way. Try again. Okay, boys and girls, we've gone from a roll to a shoulder stand. We've worked real hard on getting just right so that we feel comfortable with it, okay, to doing something different with our feet. Now, how could we resolve it? How could we finish it? What I want to see, the end product, is you being able to finish it without using your hands. Any way you want to. You might go to your knees, you might go to your feet, you might go backwards. I want you to look, this is exactly what I'm looking for in a shoulder stand. Even though that her maybe right now her mind is on resolving it, she has not forgotten to point the toes. Her toes are almost even with her head, which is what we're looking for. And look how her bottom's tucked in. You don't see her bottom sticking out like that. It's tucked in, it's nice and straight, and look here, I can put my hand here, Taylor, and barely feel anything. And that's what I want to do. All right, go to your resolving move. Beautiful, okay? Long and tall, short and small. Beautiful, beautiful. That's much better. Good one, Marie. Now, I have seen lots of people come up on their feet. Can you think of another way? I haven't really seen a variety yet. Think of another way other than coming up on your feet and finishing. Can you think of another way, Jonathan? Still looking for those good shoulder stands. Beautiful. Toes pointed. Great job. Now, can you think of another one, Walt? Whoa, whoa, whoa. I want a beautiful shoulder stand, the best one you can possibly do. Great job. Good balance, okay? Great job, okay? He did a safety backwards roll. When I say the word go, I want you to rock to a shoulder stand, hold it, resolve it in 3 different ways. I don't want to see you doing the same one twice. Ready? Go. I'm seeing some fantastic shoulder stands. It's something we've worked on today. Okay. All right, have a seat on your mat. As I point to your mat, I want you to show me a rocking motion that will go into a shoulder stand. Do something different with your legs. Hold it for a balance. Come out of it, resolve it, and let me know it's over. Good, Felicia. Nice, girls. Just what I'm looking for. Great. Good shoulder stand. Tuck that bottom. Hold it. Nice way to rock. Beautiful shoulder stand. Backwards. Great job, Jonathan. Okay, I need everybody to walk back and sit in front of their shoes. Don't put them on. Show me you're ready to listen. Go. Boys and girls, what was our main focus today? What was the thing that we really worked hard and I kept bugging you about the entire class period? Amanda. Shoulder stand. What kind did I want? I wanted your body to look like a what? A what, Leanne? A gymnast. Okay, very good. With that shoulder stand, we added some other things to make a final routine. We did rocking. We did our balance of a shoulder stand. We did some symmetrical and asymmetrical leg shapes. And then we resolved it. We ended our routine, didn't we? Very, very nice work today. When I say the word go, I'd like you to put your shoes on as quick as you can. And when you have your shoes on, sit quietly so I'll know you're ready to line up.
Get started right away. Jump 2 feet on, 2 feet off. Ready to go. Under control. David, that's it, but land it under control. 2 feet, land it under control. Good, Ruth. And hold the balance, and then move on. Good. Good. Point the toe, though. Point the toe. Point, yeah. Give me a good line all the way with the toe. Good. That's it, Andrew. Good travel on the side. Jump. Balance. Well done. Balance. Good. Good turn, Amy. Good landing. Get into your balance. Well done. Well done. I think we're warmed up enough. Gymnasts, like what you're doing, travel over various pieces of equipment. The mode of travel really is a lot of times is the feet. Another mode of traveling really, or going over things, is the ability to take weight on your hands and using your hands to go over something. And what I'm going to share with you today is a weight on hands issue. We're going to practice some weight on hands issues and some lessons with weight on hands, and hopefully we'll get into using the weight on hands over some of the equipment as well as just in your own space. If you look at the clock up there, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 numbers on it. If I were to imagine that clock going from there down to the floor in my hula hoop, if I were to imagine the clock there, 12 o'clock is going to be here at the top, 6 o'clock is going to be down here at the bottom. What you're going to do to start off with is you're going to deal with your position being at 6 o'clock, but my 6 o'clock is here. And I want to look for is a starting position that's a good stretch position. I want you to fall into this position where we're going to put weight on hands. I want you to kind of fall into it. We'll call it a topple. Good stretch position, we'll call it a topple. And then just step, and then I want you to just go ahead and go into a kick, and then back down. Well, some of you are going to be at different confidence levels. The first confidence level that I want you to deal with is topple step, is just don't even come up off the ground with that last leg. And then we're going to change and ask you to go to a medium level, a different level. Then I'm going to ask you to do some things out of that will help us maneuver over some of the obstacles. The primary thing that I'm going to look for is that you keep your arms straight and locked. Keep your arms straight and locked. Who can tell me what they're going to do when I say go? Steve. Okay, at a low level. And what position will your feet be in when you start in terms of the clock? Jaron? Your feet will be at 12 o'clock, or will it be at 6 o'clock? Good. Ready, go. Low level kick. Well done. Don't go to a medium level just yet, although some of you I'm sure can. Ramesses, face this way. Face my wall this way so I kind of have everybody go in the same direction. If you're comfortable with the weight being on your hands at that low level, you can go to the next level, medium level. Good. Go a little bit higher if you're comfortable with it. Good straight arms. Good stretch position. Well done. Good. Excellent, Tiffany. That's good position. Well done. You're showing good control. You're showing good control at the low level. You're showing good control at the medium level. That's what I'm looking for. All right, what I'm going to ask you to do now is to kick up when you start at the 6th level. Instead of coming down to the 6th level, I want you to come down to the 5 or the 7 position. The 5 or the 7. You're going to need to twist a little bit to come down. So when you start off, you'll get that stretch position, you'll topple, you'll step up. When you come down, twist a little bit, and you can come down and land on 2 feet. Start back at 6, or you can come down and land on 1 foot. But I would like to have you twist a little bit to the 5 or the 7 position. Good. Hands flat when you do this. Good straight arms, but keep your hands flat. That will help. Good, Stephanie. That's well done. Who's going to guess? Guess for me what I'm going to tell you to do next. Ashley. 3 and 9. Okay, so good. We're going to make our twist a little wider. You can tell me what arm position. Sharon, you're answering a lot of questions. I'm going to try to get somebody else to think. Dale or David, what arm position am I looking for? Straight arm position. Good, thank you. Go. I'm looking for a twist back down to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8. Good, maintain control when you go with that. Okay, some of you are making some choices with a 1-foot landing or a 2-foot landing, which is good. Some of you are coming down into those positions with a little bit more noise than I'd like for you to do. I'd like to have you come down and land on the toes, make it a soft landing. Soft landings, but continue, go. down. Good. Now twist. Give me a further twist, Ruth. Give me a further twist. Good stretch position. Good. Okay, don't go too far. Don't get to a point where you're at a high level and you go over the top. Turn, but nice twist from 6 to 9. Well done. Tiffany, up, balance, and twist and out. Good. You can do all the way up like that because it's controlled. Go again. Give me another one like that. Up, nice control, and come all the way down. Stop. Sit down. I want to show you a couple things. Tiffany, I'd like to have you go ahead and give me one of your kick-ups into a twist into a 9 or 6 or whatever you're comfortable with. Go. Watch some of the things that you're going to see there. Okay? She's going up higher than what I'd call a medium level, but she's got the skill, control skill to do that. Do another one for us. Starts at 6, good stretch position, good straight arm. She's stepping a little bit with her hands, which is an okay twist method. Well done. Give her a nice hand, would you? Tiffany, well done. That's good. Josh, I'm going to ask Josh to do the same thing. Josh is going to stand up and do the same thing. Give you another visual of someone else. Watch. Go ahead. Up, and then twist, and over to 9. Good. And again. Good stretch position. Up, twist. He decides to go 9 or 3, so he can go both directions. Now, what I'd like to have you do when I say go is I'd like to have you take this activity here and move it to a piece of equipment. Always start at 6 and twist out to 9 or 3. Ready? Go. Find an end. Go and get started right away. Get started right away. Up and then twist out of it. Come start at 6 if you want. Twist out of it. Start at 6 though, Lauren. Kick up, back down to 6. Fine. But up and then back down to 7, 8. But stay at an end. Stay at the same end. Concentrate. Straight arms. Up. Okay, good. Good. Back up and down to 6. Now, give me another return position. Up on 6, down on 5 or 7. Let me see. Yeah, good. Good. Now let's give you another challenge here. Make your starting position at 5, 7, 8, or 9. Still can be a low level weight on hands with the legs. Trying to just go across it, weight on hands, still having arms straight. So you got to come from an angle like that, fine, but I want you to come all the way across the mat, so you got to twist all the way across. So work your way from 5 to 7 before you go from 9 to 3. Yeah, that's the idea. Okay, good. Now what you want to do is work on the end still, and as you continue to do this, you're doing it in a low-level changeover. See if you can gradually get it a little higher, but you don't have to worry about going over the mat if you do it on the end, towards the end of the mat. Well done. Sit down, relax. Let's use the skill. Let's use it. Let's start putting a sequence together. So travel, weight on hands over, balance, 1001, 1002, 1003, and move on to the next apparatus. Ready? Go. Travel, land it, go into a balance, hold it, and then move on. Still concentrate on good straight arms. Change the mode of travel. Don't just walk. Give me a jog. Give me a slide. Give me a skip. But continue the same pattern. Well done. Well done. Gymnasts travel on their feet. Gymnasts travel with their hands and weight on hands. And one way to do that is by dealing with straight arms and dealing with what we call the clock face and dealing with going over at positions. And it leads in nicely to cartwheel work, which some of you are already doing, and I know you would because you've had some exposure with this. Round-off work would be next. Vaulting work could come into play.